So now, the 20% consciousness housed in a human is the same as in a stone. Yeah? Same degree, but the first is more precious, the human, more precious. Even if they house the same quantity of consciousness in them, human is always better. Oh, I even have an explanation here. But too short, so I have to translate it first. I write short, simple. Same as if you have the same electric current, yeah? But placed into two different objects, yeah? Like, okay, you put into Yamaha, then it becomes a beautiful piano, and the price will be different. Then when you put that same current into just a pole or just some small lamp or something else, the price will be different, you see? So because the electric current is put into the human being, it's more priceless, it's more precious than. Similar like that. Yeah, that explains it. Makes sense. Wow, what's all the stuff I'm writing? So the difference is in the outer shell, but it is quite a step upscale in evolution between stone and human. That's what I wrote here. It's written. Why do I cross it all out? Oh, I told you already anyway. Oh, I said something like animal, person, and tree can leapfrog into human, yeah? But the stone cannot. The stone doesn't have this privilege. So from stone you have to evolve into tree first, and then into an animal, person. And maybe from a tree you can leapfrog. The consciousness in minerals or stones, etc., will go back to where it came, to recycle, not to evolve directly to higher species. When it is disintegrated by nature event, wind, water, etc., it could be aeons. Some consciousness are to be stones, some animal people, some plants. Give up with some of my writing. It's not the whole story, just one paragraph, one subject at the time, I wrote on different days. The people from the fourth plane can visit the fifth plane, but cannot stay. Yeah. The fifth plane can visit the fourth and stay. Okay. Close resemblance to heavenly beings, even physically, is closer to heaven. The people who have a closer image to heavenly beings are closer to heaven in quality. Don't be proud about it. Not all of the same races are the same. For example, there's some European people who are fifth level. There's some African people who are fifth level also right now. You understand me? Yeah. There are exceptions, of course, in any race. Jesus was an Egyptian or a Jew?
Aramaic.
What is that? Aramaic. God. It scared me. For example, hey? And Guru Nanak is Indian. The Buddha is Indian. Lao Tzu is Asian. Zhuangzi is Asian, Confucius is Asian, etc., etc. You see what I mean? Huh?
Master Ching.
Master Ching is Asian. And she looked like only. Just her physical body looked like. Yeah. That's the only thing. Okay, so now, that's what it is. The Indian, they're more desperate, more receptive to spiritual teaching. Hence, a lot of Indian masters. Wow. When you come here, you don't want to seek anything, no? You're okay. You think you're in heaven on earth already. And so, like Australian, or other Asian races, or the black African, for example, they're suffering so much. So also difficult for them to put their full attention to believe in God. They're too busy fighting for survival. Occupied with survival to remember God. I don't know why I have found out these things, and I have written it many years ago already. Long time before I even came here. I don't even remember it. I hardly can read it. I did not even remember that I discovered it. I didn't remember what I wrote here. And I found yesterday some of it, and I thought maybe I share it with you. It's just a general guideline. I've seen many Europeans go and warring with each other and killing others, and robbing other people, whereas the Africans don't do it, ever. We've seen the Africans go and rob Europeans. Bombing them, no, just the contrary. So it's just a general guideline, Mind you, it takes just one crazy guy to make trouble in the world. One stupid president is enough to cause World War also, for example. Some people are low consciousness, but they have the merit to be in power. Or because the race of that nation has been bad. So that so-called stupid president or king is allowed to be there. It's also a matter of karma. You see, the king or the president alone cannot cause havoc unless the whole country has been doing some bad things. You capish me? Yeah. Okay. Why do I love the Africans so much? I love their color. Maybe I love chocolate. I think that's so sweet, no? Very humble and very sweet, yeah. And the gorilla people are so cool. They don't harm anybody. And they're so big, but they're so gentle. You see some films from Jen Kudo. Oh, they're so gentle. And once they know you, it's like family members. They can hug you and kiss you and give you banana. Yeah, it's some very, very touching things. Trees don't have much consciousness. People have more consciousness. Humans have more consciousness. And each animal person also accordingly have different consciousness. The first three levels of human though they are in human form, their consciousness is equal to heavenly beings of the astral or causal plane. Yeah? Sometimes 60 or 70% consciousness. These are heavenly beings. Why 60%? In the other 40 is material, gross, or mind matter. Understand me? Not the pure consciousness. That's why 60%. So, though they are in human form, their consciousness is equal, more or less, to heavenly beings of the astral or causal plane. Second, huh? And rightly so, they have just descended from heaven there, from those places. That's why they resemble the look of the heavenly beings upstairs. For astral and causal are not yet free from karma or birth and death. They will retain their levels from where they came, provided they lead a smooth, uneventful, and righteous life, like the basic 5 precepts. If they keep them in this human lifetime, when they die, they go back to where they came from, more or less, yeah? Astral or causal, depends. But they don't have liberation from life and death, no? But as the mighty karma casts its spellful web all over the physical cosmos of life, and its power pursues all its beings relentlessly. They will be forced to fall against their better judgment time and again. That makes sense now. Okay, my God. I must have been adopted for my life now. And then their level will lower accordingly. Now, a being coming from third level, however, will be less likely to fall. And if this fall, will rise up quickly and escape the net of karma. Wow, I'm very philosophical. The net of karma, the spellful web of the mighty karma. You know, mighty karma casts its spellful web all over the physical cosmos. Yeah, really, I'm not kidding. The one who doesn't need glasses in the dark and I write scrolling like this, I still make poem. Make some, literature out of it. For such a lousy thing as karma, it's not even worth it. Thus, it is always best that a being reaches at least third level of consciousness to be free, because he then already crossed over the line to the positive side, and the higher power thus looks after them. They are the citizens of the positive, and Maya cannot judge them anymore. He lost the grip of that being for good.
Wow.
Though in the physical realm, there are all beings with equal degree of consciousness. Human beings are the top. The most godlike image, the cream of physical creation. I probably mean even if on a plane with all beings, different shapes, but same consciousness, human beings are still the cream of the cream. Yeah? The cream of the physical creation. Again, she's writing some literature. Letting people know she's educated. In the dark, with the flashlight. Worry about poetry, the flow. Yeah. They either reside in second, first heaven, or on physical plane with second level consciousness or first level consciousness, like astral or second level. The Lord of the second plane creates human beings from second plane of consciousness down to the astral level only. They are the original form of a human and possess such qualities from the beginning. Oh, okay. This one comes up there. So we begin with the Lord of second plane, blah, 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 and then they are the original form of a human and possess such qualities from the beginning. They either reside in second, first, or physical plane. Okay, that's it. That's from the second Lord of Karma who creates humans. Okay, now continue. From then down, means from the second or first or physical plane down, humans that are evolved from the animal kingdom. I see, such as gorilla downward. A smaller animal evolved first to the gorilla to be noble enough and then to become a human. If it's a normal cycle of evolution. Yeah? Okay, now. And from gorilla to man. And then Bigfoot is the next step upward from gorilla. That's how it goes, yeah? Gorilla, Bigfoot, man. Yeah? And from then on, it takes thousands of years to evolve and catch up with real human beings from astral to causal. Yeah. Also, the real human beings are made from second level. Yeah? From the Lord of the second plane. And remember, they say they reside in the first, second, or the physical plane. Yeah? And the ones who evolve from animals are different then. And later they will catch up in the evolution and come up and become also human. And like all humans, if willing and yearning will meet a perfect master, it's all the same. Once you become a human, you can meet a perfect master and be free from the negative sphere. Step upward to fifth plane even. These animals and trees, if blessed by a perfect master of the fifth plane, can leapfrog into human standard, though less intelligent. Yeah, told you already. Be that. I don't know why I said be that. Maybe being or something. That if they make some virtuous deed to the master or offer of some kind, however insignificant, such as a branch for his use, and the master's use, though they still retain some trace of their previous existence, nevertheless, they are already in the human domain and have a chance to speed up their spiritual progress if desired. I have to look into the camera once a while, otherwise I think I'll see my forehead. Who is that reading? Without a master, even the heavenly beings of second plane or humans of second level of consciousness who are made by the Lord here himself still can fall and transmigrate again in a lower state of existence. Because such is the restriction of karmic law in the heavenly world of causal down to the physical and hellish ones below. There are, of course, physical beings who possess heavenly consciousness, and others of hellish quality, depends on how they use their free will and judgment. Looks like I'm studying with you. When I'm in a meditative state, I wrote, but I don't necessarily remember details. There are moral standards that dictate physical beings and karmic force to cause obstruction in their choices. They are mostly helpless, lost in the vast sea of transmigration. Hence, the second plane, causal plane, is the plane where the creative, sustaining, and destroying power all reside and are the same. Yeah, equally powerful. Yeah. 3. The creative, sustaining, and destroying power all reside and have an equal foothold on the second plane. There is always a recycling wheel going on in all domains, like if we are objects, recycling wheel, we are thrown there and we are recycled, believe it or not. In the second plane, they also do green stuff, huh? They should call it green planet, no? Recycle. Fancy that, huh? They have all in, no? From heaven on already. So mostly people call this heaven, no? You know, the astral and the second, that's heaven. In all domains, this recycling wheel is going on in all domains until one is blessed with a master presence who mercifully takes him under his protective grace and lifts him up high. But not without a mighty struggle with the Lord of Karma, who doesn't want to lose his citizen. Thus it goes also, the speed of spiritual progress depends on where one stands at which level of consciousness, how far one has fallen, how high one has evolved, how much one longs for liberation. And of course, hey, still have. And of course, most important, the powerful grace of a master. Depends on that too, huh? The recycling wheel going on in all domains until one is blessed with a master presence who mercifully takes him under his protective grace and lifts him up high. But not without a mighty struggle with the Lord of Karma, who doesn't want to lose his citizen. Thus, it goes also, the speed of spiritual progress depends on where one stands, at which level of consciousness, how far one has fallen, how high one has evolved, how much one longs for liberation. And of course, hey, still have. And of course, most important, the powerful grace of a master. It depends on that too, huh? A master of high degree, like Babaji, for example, who is willing to remain in the lower realm of astral domain to assist other masters in salvation work, is a great being. Even though he's in the astral plane, he's a great being. He's from fifth level, super fifth, not normal fifth, né? Super fifth, the highest fifth level. Okay, just for your information, I didn't write it down here. In salvation work, is a great being who forsakes the indescribable bliss of the fifth plane, praised and admired by all who know this great sacrifice. I also praise him. He can be in the physical and astral realm at will, depends on what needs to be accomplished at that moment. Yeah. If you have read the autobiography of Uganda, you would think he's a physical being. But he resides in the astral. And as I have told you, even if he's a real astral being, he still can manifest into the physical body for a while, yeah? Just to hang around or to do something in the physical realm, yeah? Hence, the people who met him at that time thought that he was a long-living master, eh? He lives in the physical and in the astral. Yeah. That's also correct. But mostly in the astral, it's easier for him to work from there. He only manifests into the physical plane sometimes, at will, because it's his job to do that, because he's powerful. Remember, in the Buddhist Sutra, there's also a story about, Earth Store Bodhisattva, Địa Tạng Vương Bồ Tát. Yeah. He himself resides in hell, so that he can rescue hellish beings, you know. The people who fall into hell, he will rescue them, perhaps teaching them to pray and all that, maybe do some Guanyin method in hell. I don't know how, but probably they try. Yeah. Over there, we don't need all these flashlights anyway, because a lot is always bright. Huh? The cameraman won't have to sit there, just let the, just let the camera roll, and we don't need electricity, no? So again, it's a green hell. no pollution. Okay, so what now? A rare and special being, means Babaji, yeah, with extraordinary assignment. Blessed are those who have the privilege of just a glimpse of this great being. There are 70 such graceful ones, blessing the welfare of this planet and making sure that all beings deserve a fair chance to go back to their heavenly home. Yeah, leading the soul, helping, easing, yeah, invisibly or visibly, yes. Wow, that's also nice literature here, no? Written in the dark, no? They are affectionately known as the White Brotherhood, the silent ones, the White Brotherhood or the silent ones in the physical realm. If you remember the story of Jesus when after he was crucified, there were some angels, white garb, some beings in white garb took him into a cave and healed him or took care of him. Remember? These are the White Brotherhood from the astral plane and physical. Astral and physical. They live on the threshold. You see? They don't live, they don't die. They're not physical, they're not astral. They're up and down, up and down all the time. Like you live in the border, like between France and Switzerland, there's no border, yeah? So one time I lived in Switzerland, they told me you just walk across this little lane, then you are in France. And walk back, you are in Switzerland. You always go abroad. It's truly like that. Huh? When we were in Geneva or somewhere, Geneva somewhere, I remember that. We stay in a house with a sister or brother, and they say, there, the lane is just this big, You walk across, that's France, walk back is Switzerland. Similar to these silent ones, they live at the threshold of the astral and physical planes, and they have mighty power. They have chosen to be there, not that they are astral beings. But these titles can never denote a fraction of their might and greatness. We call them the silent ones, yeah? The silent bodhisattvas or the White Brotherhood. But these titles can never denote a fraction of their might and greatness. That's what I wrote. It's written. Any beings, and this is another note, okay? I crossed already. Any beings from adjoining planes of consciousness can visit each other if invited or for a good reason, but cannot stay even just overnight. Incredible. A good spiritual practitioner could prolong his or her stay there, but not ordinary citizens. There comes exceptions. Maybe chocolates can stay there longer than other people because they don't see them. What? Nobody is here.
Don't smile.
Huh?
Don't smile.
Don't smile. You're too bright over here.
Yeah.
That's funny. They have bright, brilliant teeth that we all envy. Also, they have brilliant teeth. If they smile in the dark, you don't ever need any light. That's no need to carry a flashlight when you go retreat. No, you just smile and walk with your teeth. That's really convenient and very green indeed. Chocolate spelled green, huh? G-R-E-E-N, huh? Okay. If adopted even on the second plane of higher consciousness, heaven, if adopted by a higher plane being, one can upgrade his or her level and stay there. Aha. Wow. Sounds familiar to hear, right? The higher being will infuse more light and energy into this lower being and thus lift him or her up. Wow. Isn't that cool? Yes. If you guys are lucky, you might be adopted. Who knows where you're going? Next, So be nice to everybody in case he goes up higher, he can adopt you. That's cool, eh? Is there anything else? A council from the 9th level on a mission as a Supreme Master, for example, while on a physical plane, can always take a being from a lower plane to visit a higher plane, like from the 3rd plane to the 5th plane even, to visit at will, anytime. Not a perfect master though. Even a perfect master, 100% perfect master from the 5th plane cannot do this. cannot take a being from the third level to visit the fifth plane. But a ninth level council can do it anytime at will. Of course, they are the masters of the universe. I quote Jesus here. I am the light and the way of the world as long as I am in the world. That's what it means by that. Yeah, if he's here, he's the light. He can do anything. He can brighten anybody's world. It's possible that the ninth council master can come back to earth again for a brief visit long after she or he finished his mission here in the physical body. It's possible, yeah. Yeah, can come back and visit. The ninth council master, not the fifth level. Ninth council is the one above the eighth. Okay. It's never happened and never will. Even though he can do it, but it doesn't happen. It won't happen. It just never will happen. It doesn't explain why. It's not written. She did not write it. Probably she didn't see it. Okay. She did explain. They are too occupied with the work of the whole universe and a more fulfilling, a more glorious job as that, occupied with their job. And a more fulfilling, a more glorious one as that. I wrote like that. And it's their real work. They are the master of the universe. I just said it before. How did I know that? Okay. How did I know that they are the master of the universe? I just said that. It's written here. Oh my God, I'm so smart. After ending their task on earth, a ninth council master will withdraw all his energy to the fifth plane, topmost, and then further to the ninth. And no one from the fifth level is getting more exciting. What happens? No one from the fifth level down will ever be able to see her or him again. Only the 6, the 7, and the 8, the 9 can see. But you won't feel anything missing. Do you feel anything missing here in the physical planet even? No. That's because I'm here and then I'm there and everywhere. Yeah. You feel the same. You feel better there even. Yeah? You won't feel anything missing. Yeah. So when I sit here, you don't feel anything missing, right? No. Yeah, see? The same. So if you go to the fifth level, you even feel much better than that. You feel complete, fulfilled, satisfied, content, happy, blissful. Don't think anything. There's no brain there to think even. Sometimes the ninth council would descend to the lower levels, above the fifth, lower levels, like the eighth, for example, above the fifth to teach beings there when he sees fit on rare occasions. Wow. These are the teachings you never heard before, eh? Have you?
No.
Not even from Buddha?
No.
Not even from Jesus?
Who are the beings who get the teaching?
I don't understand.
They come to teach others. Of the 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And who are they?
Oh, the councils from the ninth.
Yes.
Sometimes come down to the lower levels, like the 8, the 7, the 6, to teach a being there, if necessary, on rare occasions. Got it? We're talking about the ninth level council up to now. Where are you? On the 10, perhaps. Yeah. So, if a ninth council goes up, that's it. Even a perfect master of the fifth level cannot see her or him again. However, on the very rare chance that the ninth council master comes to teach the sixth level beings, then the perfect master of the fifth level is allowed to come to attend and see the ninth council master only if this perfect one has been a disciple of the ninth council previously while he or she was on a physical plane. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Only the disciple of the ninth council can do that because they have connection already. So he can protect them, they can weave a web of protection around that. Disciple of the fifth level, so lift him up for a while only. If you stay long, you die. Only at the sixth level border, maybe, then you can be there. Yeah. Higher cannot. Wow, that's interesting, no?
Yes.
She is not allowed to go there to see any other councils while they are there. However rare it is the occasion. Yeah? The fifth level beings are only allowed to come up to see their own master when that master of the ninth council in the physical body accepted him as a disciple. Then when he's in the fifth level plane, if the master comes to the sixth level to lecture something, then that disciple of the fifth level can be allowed to come up just to see that master council, not any other council. Yeah? Because I told you there are many councils, no? Yeah. Only if that council has been your master before and he comes to the sixth level at the border, you are allowed to come up to see. Yeah. Wow, so strict, huh? Not allowed to see any other councils, however rare the occasion. Phew. Yeah, of course, what for, no? What are you doing with other masters? Oh, well, there's some more here even, look. I thought it's finished. She wrote a lot, didn't she? Again, only the perfect 100% and highest masters, 100% plus of the fifth plane, are allowed to visit the sixth plane on rare occasions when the ninth council master of his is there. But never further than the sixth. And even then, only if their master from the ninth is present at that time. As already mentioned above, ne? So I keep rewriting the same thing. Just make sure you guys understand. Don't go nonsense. Don't just keep overstaying your welcome, huh? Suppose you become a perfect master in the fifth plane, then you're allowed to come see me maybe sometimes if I'm on the sixth level, but don't overstep your privilege, huh? Because you'll be burned to a crisp, yeah? You're finished, non-existent, no more. Even the topmost level of the fifth level beings is not allowed to visit the sixth plane at will, even at the border. And no one will ever be adopted into the sixth level or onward. Don't dream about it, huh? Nobody is adopted there. We thought we could have adoption, no? Yeah? The four can be adopted into the fifth, but the fifth cannot be adopted, or any plane cannot be adopted into the sixth level, or 7, or 8, or 9. Such is the purity of the sixth level and upward, that no one from the lower realms can bear to be there, except through the protection from the ninth council, when such a great one is present. No passport, no visa. Wow, even I am speechless. Even the sixth level beings cannot protect any trespassers themselves. Suppose you wander into the sixth level and not any of the sixth level beings can protect you. You will be extinguished. You will be finished, annihilated. So just it be the order of the universe, no one can alter. Even when the ninth council master comes to earth or any other plane up to the fifth, he has to wrap herself up so densely so that all beings can bear to be around him, or else the intensity of her light will burn all to cinders. She is working in a safe, secure, and unimaginable, impenetrable vault, like a bank vault, right? You know, safe deposit, and the vault, isn't it?
Vault, yeah.
Vault. Wow. Wow, I told you it's heavy stuff. I just read somewhere, so it's heavy, but I didn't know it's that heavy. Can you bear it? It's okay?
Yes.
After Hungary, you can swallow it, right? You were crying, stamping your feet, and now you say, okay, whatever. If we can't, we can't, right? What can we do, right? Oh, my God. Such a thing I have been writing. And I hid it in a black box up to now. And I've been moving like 6, 7 houses ever since. Within 1 or 2 years, you know, I can't even see all this, where it goes and where it came from. In a black box, nah? And tape it all very securely. The other day I found it. I read it. I just read some. I didn't have time to read all of this, really. I didn't know. I didn't know what I was talking about. Okay, now there's some other revelation. Might as well have it all done with, hey? Who knows if any of you will live until tomorrow, no? The story in the Bible about woman who is man's helper is not true. It's incorrect. Yeah. It is only referred to as positive and negative power. Understand? It's not real like a woman and a man took out whatever that was. Yeah? Generally speaking, women are on the positive power and men are on the, tell me.
Negative.
Sorry, yes, negative. Don't worry, I was a man last life. It's just for general people, not for you, the same. Okay, another note. The story, God made man first, then from one rib make his woman, is incorrect. It is written here. I don't even remember all that. Of course, I know about it now, but I don't remember writing all this down. Can you imagine? That's why you have to have something to write down. Even I will forget this. Just a few years, 2 years or 3 years, I forgot already. If I want to know all this, I have to sit again, you know, and go from one step after another again, and I won't do that. Yeah. Okay, why is it incorrect? False. I say false. It was just a parable, you know, an example that from the first creation of positive energy came all the less positive, less powerful creation from the first. Both are sparks of the whole cosmos. They are okay as long as they remain in heavenly bliss. But if they want to know God, this origin, they must come down to a lower level, like the physical, to learn it again. Remember the apple in Eden? I read it here. I'm not asking you. Miss it. Remember. I wrote it. I'm reading it to you. I'm not asking you. Remember, the apple is the wisdom. The urge to know God pushes them to go search for it. To be one with God again, to be whole with their origin, the serpent is the symbol of negative power. The negative power is the farthest end of the creation, the opposite pole of the cosmos, though it also came from the positive creative power. As it sprung out, its substance became denser. and is the densest point of all creative energy, unrecognizable from the origin, thus become destructive. But so the urge of unity with the origin is also the strongest here. Thrusting upward with all its might and weight, destroying many things in its path. That's why it's destructive. It's just so longing to go back to the highest power. Yeah? Just like when you fall into a pit, you try with all your might to climb up, yeah, to the plane, no? The flat land. No? Okay. Luckily, its density and heaviness can allow itself to a certain point. Hence, up to the second plane of the universe. So anyone who crosses to the third plane is free of its influence. You understand me? Luckily, it's negative, it's destructive, but because it's so heavy, it will not be able to climb too high. So it just stays at the second level at the most. So anybody who crosses over to the third plane is away from its, bad influence. Make sense to you?
Yes.
To me too. Luckily, I wrote it all down, no? Otherwise, all this is lost. You will never hear it from anybody. Yes. Yeah. Here, it establishes itself as a seat to control all below. It has the power enough now to create, sustain, and destroy, or remake, recycle its citizens and its universe from this point down, from the second down. The positive power from the Most High created only down to the third plane. And from the second plane once are the negative powers creation, though eventually they will be refined and returned to the higher dimension. It's difficult for the citizens here, from the second plane down, to go up. The, jealous God, the jealous God is him, who thinks he created them and hold them hostage. Though he only borrowed power from God, from the higher dimension, to create some distortion of the origin. He is possessive of his creatures. I think we're done. No more left. Okay then. That's it. Wow, it's a book, Hey? Oh, yeah. That was number 2, and now I see number 3, 4, 5, 6. See, wow. Wow, what? Sleepy? Number 2. See? I thought finished 2. And now I just see, number 3 here. So I thought I finished it, but I haven't. You want to hear some more? Yeah. No? Really? Finishing. Finish it? Yeah. Only the highest master from the 5th plane could rescue them. Hence, God sends his son, from time to time. Then the son trains some able new masters to continue his work after. While his son is still on earth, there will be selected teachers like those, but only one son of the highest master of all masters working through them. No matter how many masters on earth have been selected to do the work of the Son of God, there's only one highest. That's why Jesus said, I'm the only Son of God. I'm the best. I'm the highest. Through me, you can go to the Father. Remember?
Yes.
Not every master says that. Don't mistake humility for honesty. Jesus said that because he knew it. Other masters, they are not. Have you ever seen any master saying, I'm the son of God, I'm the only one? Yeah, understand? No. Not the present one, not the past ones. Rarely, rarely. Some, yes, if it is Jesus' reincarnation or before Jesus' incarnation, or it's really from the highest level, like the ninth council, then okay, he can say that. He must know it before he says that. Otherwise, the punishment is heavy. You proclaim something that's insulting heaven. You know what I mean? Something that you're not. Yeah? And it's no good. No good, no good. Yeah? Go out there in front of the Buckingham Palace and say, I am Prince Charles. Can I do that? No. Only Prince Charles can say that. I'm the only prince, the only heir, Prince of England. He can say that because he is. You see what I mean? Yeah. Lesser ones cannot proclaim like that. So similarly, heaven's law is even more strict, no? Heaven even more, I would say, transparent. You can't do anything against heaven without being punished, no? Just by the law of itself, not like heaven punishes you. The Lord of Karma will punish, and that's enough. So no matter how many teachers have been chosen, there's only one Son, the highest master of all masters, working through them. Yeah. So you see, most of the masters, they're very humble, They say, my master works through me. I'm a slave of my master and all that. Something like that. You know what I mean? You should read that in all literature of all the so-called masters up to date. Did you? Yes. Yeah, okay. They always are accredited to their greater master, eh? They don't proclaim that they are God or they are the son of God and things like that. Because they know they're not. Not because they're humble. Please, don't mistake it. They're just honest, okay? Yeah. Maybe they're humble also, yeah, because they know what they are, so they're humble, and this is very good. But don't think Jesus is not humble, yeah? You understand me? Yes. He was very humble. That's why he walked bare feet. He endured all these insults. He endured everything. He had to hide. He had to run away from persecution until he been persecuted. That is the humility of a son of God. But he say the truth. Yeah? He said, I'm the son of God. I'm the only son of God. And that was correct at that time. Yeah? And it's still correct. Because other masters are not the son of God. Not from the ninth level. You understand? Not sent by God himself. That's why. Yeah? So when Jesus said that, he just spoke the truth. But nobody could bear it. Humility you must have. He couldn't. If a king says, I'm a king, how humble can he be? Does he have to be humble if he says he's a king? No, right? He might be very humble, but he says, I'm the king. I'm the king. Yes, I'm the king. This is another note, ne? It has nothing to do with upstairs. It's another day. The Lord of Karma sits on second plane and is very strict with who is worthy to go up above him. Can you imagine? Of course, he's mad, no? He's angry. Suddenly you are with him, you are his citizen, and then you go above him. Who can bear that? Yeah? So he tries with all his might to stop you, and you can't blame him. You can only feel sorry for the poor guy, no? Tell him to do more guaning, maybe. He's right to that, he's right in that respect. One has to be really yearning to go back to God, or else get trapped in all illusionary pleasures of the senses and never get out. Like a drunkard clings to his habit of liquor, knows not a better lot. Number 4. Oh, I told you already about animals and trees. Yeah, already done. Only one Funny, huh? Only one page left. So you had a little bonus, huh? No complaint, is it? No, huh? Good, no? Okay. All right. Well, I should have loved to stop where, the Ninth Council works in a secure, safe, unimaginably impenetrable vault. Yeah, wow. That's not a very good position to be in, is it? Feels very suffocating sometimes. I feel like claustrophobic sometimes, suffocating sometimes. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. Now we're going to the fifth plane, perhaps. Accordingly. Dependingly. Yeah. Now I'm all wrapped up. Hey, okay? Somebody, I think, long time ago, must have known about the ninth level. Maybe some of the ninth level councils had come down before. I told you how many had come down before already. And the 20, remember?
Yeah.
I said 19 came down before, yeah? I mean, in the long, brilliant history of mankind, and not just today, okay? They came to the physical level, and not necessarily came all to this earth, but some other kinds of, Earth-like planets. So somebody must have come here before, or perhaps it was somebody like with the name CH or something like that, yeah? Somebody came down here before, and talked something about the ninth level, because in China they have a goddess called the ninth level goddess, Jiu Qian Xuan Li, the mysterious ninth level goddess. That's the name of the woman, once in China. And she reportedly cooked, brewed the 5 color stones to mend the sky. Yeah. Who else can that be? Who can cook stones to mend the sky? Must be using, 5 levels of consciousness, to tell people to be good in order to repair the planet, and the ozone layer, climate change, etc. Yeah. So therefore we have the ninth level mysterious goddess. Or else, how do we know that? Yeah. And also, sometimes the English people, when they're happy, they say, I'm on the ninth cloud.
Yes.
Yeah. Why not 7th? Mostly people only know 7th heaven, right? It's ninth cloud. That's what it is. It all came from these secret talks, about the ninth level. In the old times, they didn't always write down everything. Yeah. Maybe they wrote it on the stone, and then after a while, the typhoon came, the stone broke, and all ran into the sea, and it's gone. Yeah, long time ago, they didn't have inscription on paper, no? Only on stones. Yeah. So sometimes the archaeologists, dig out something with some stones and with some kind of writing or some. Maybe they think it's just a bird or a horse or something, but maybe it is the writing of those times. See what I mean? The language of those times. Yeah. Therefore, you can see sometimes some tablet of stone. There are many pictures of similar bird all over. And then suddenly another horse, another bird somewhere. They must be talking about something, no? Yeah? Like a sentence, no? Anyway, I'm just guessing. What am I to know anything about archaeology? Yeah. Okay, something like that. So it's a ninth cloud. Yeah? You are on a ninth cloud now, huh? Are you? I'm sleepy. Maybe on the 10th even. Okay, I think I'm going. Otherwise, I speak until tomorrow. You guys okay? Want some more cakes?
No.
Okay, no. Then you can... Should we meditate immediately or go out have fresh?
No, meditate better.
Meditate better? Good.